Imagine marching 20 miles, carrying nearly 60 pounds of armor, sleeping on the ground, waking up the next day and doing it all again. No protein shakes, no pre-workout, no creatine, no meal prep containers. Yet somehow, the samurai became one of the most feared warrior classes in human history. What's even more surprising, the fuel that powered these elite fighters would cost less than $2 a day in today's money. And one of their most important performance foods smells so strange that many first-time eaters refuse to try it. Today, we're uncovering the samurai's secret fuel source, what modern athletes can learn from it, and why one fermented food may hold surprising benefits for recovery, joint health, and long-term performance. Let's begin. What did the samurai really eat? Hollywood often portrays warriors as consuming endless quantities of meat. But much like the Roman gladiators we discussed previously, reality was very different. For centuries, the typical samurai diet centered around remarkably simple foods. Brown rice, vegetables, seaweed, fish in moderation, pickled vegetables, miso soup, natto, fermented soybeans. Rice was the foundation. In feudal Japan, rice wasn't just food. It was wealth. It was currency. It was status. Many samurai consumed rice multiple times per day, providing the carbohydrates necessary to sustain long marches, weapons training, horseback riding, and combat. To modern fitness enthusiasts obsessed with high-protein diets, this can sound almost backwards, but the samurai understood something many athletes forget. You cannot perform without fuel, and carbohydrates are fuel. The power of high-carb performance. Let's think about what samurai training actually looked like. Hours of sword practice, archery, horsemanship, marching, combat drills, military campaigns lasting weeks or months. This wasn't a bodybuilding contest. It was sustained athletic performance. Their rice-heavy diet provided a reliable source of glycogen, the stored form of carbohydrate that powers muscular activity. Today, elite endurance athletes often consume significant amounts of carbohydrates for exactly the same reason. Yet many recreational trainees spend enormous energy trying to eliminate carbs altogether. The samurai weren't worried about keto. They were worried about surviving battle, and their nutritional priorities reflected that reality. The strangest superfood you've never eaten. Now, let's talk about the most fascinating food in the samurai diet, natto. If you've never seen it before, natto looks unusual. It's made from fermented soybeans and develops long, sticky strands when stirred. Its smell is strong. Its appearance is even stranger. But nutritionally, natto may be one of the most powerful foods ever consumed by a warrior culture. Natto contains protein, fiber, vitamin K2, beneficial bacteria, enzymes produced during fermentation. For centuries, Japanese populations have consumed natto as a daily staple. Modern research has sparked interest in how fermented foods may support overall health, digestion, and recovery, and that's where things become interesting for athletes. Your gut may be a performance organ. Most people think about muscles when they think about athletic performance, but increasingly, scientists are paying attention to another system, the gut microbiome. Inside your digestive tract live trillions of microorganisms that influence digestion, nutrient absorption, immune function, and inflammation. Fermented foods such as natto, miso, kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt can help support microbial diversity within the gut. Why does that matter? Because recovery isn't just about what happens in your muscles. Recovery is a whole body process. Nutrients have to get absorbed. Inflammation has to be regulated. Tissues need resources to repair. The better those systems function, the more effectively your body can adapt to training. The samurai obviously didn't know what a microbiome was, but through centuries of tradition, they developed dietary habits that may have supported overall resilience remarkably well. The missing piece of recovery. Here's something many athletes discover the hard way. You can train hard, you can eat well, you can take supplements, but eventually, if recovery falls behind, performance starts to suffer. Your joints feel stiff, your movement quality declines, your body starts accumulating wear and tear. The samurai understood that longevity mattered. A warrior who couldn't move efficiently wasn't much use in battle. Today, we often focus almost exclusively on strength, muscle gain, or fat loss, while ignoring tissue quality and recovery. But recovery isn't simply about resting. It's about creating conditions that allow the body to repair itself. That includes nutrition, sleep, hydration, stress management, mobility, movement quality. A well-fed body recovers better. A body that moves well stays functional longer. And a digestive system capable of absorbing nutrients efficiently supports every other aspect of performance. The samurai may not have used modern terminology, but many of their habits aligned with these principles. The real lesson of a samurai diet, the biggest takeaway, isn't that everyone should immediately start eating natto. The lesson is that elite performance has never depended on expensive supplements. The samurai built one of history's most respected warrior cultures using foods that were simple, accessible, and sustainable. Their diet prioritized fuel, consistency, recovery, longevity. And perhaps most importantly, they understood that strength isn't just about building muscle. It's about maintaining a body capable of performing year after year. Because in the end, the strongest warrior isn't necessarily the one who can generate the most force today. It's the one who can keep showing up tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. Would you try natto? Or does the smell alone scare you away? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy exploring the forgotten foods that built strength throughout history, subscribe for the next episode. We'll continue uncovering the surprising diets that fueled warriors, laborers, and athletes long before modern sports nutrition existed. Until next time, train hard, recover smarter, and remember, history still has a lot to teach us about strength.